This is 5 on your side at 10. Focused on you.
Explosion shaking Gaza City as Israeli forces fight back. The surprise attack leaving hundreds dead, thousands more hurt. Good evening, I'm Brent Solomon. It's early Sunday morning in Israel, one day after the Palestinian militant group Hamas launched an unprecedented attack by land, air, and sea. Israel's leaders say they are at war now and fighting. NBC's Bree Jackson with details.
Hamas militants launched thousands of rockets early Saturday morning in a stunningly brazen assault, taking Israel by surprise. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ordered strikes in Gaza, declaring his nation is in a war. President Biden weighing in, pledging unwavering support to Israel and sending a warning to adversaries.
Let me say this as clearly as I can. This is not a moment for any party hostile to Israel to exploit these attacks to seek advantage. The world is watching.
The bloodshed comes at a crucial time. The U.S. was working on a peace deal with Israel and Saudi Arabia that had been gaining momentum. Hamas leaders say this attack was a message to any Muslim country working on peace with Israel. Experts question why Israel was caught so off guard.
The kind of activities that would have had to precede Hamas's making these attacks should not have gone unnoticed.
The unprecedented violence coming during the height of a major Jewish holiday. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And the assault comes 50 years to the day Arab states attacked Israel on Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the Jewish calendar. In the United States, police are now tightening security around synagogues and mosques. Airlines have canceled flights to Israel. The Department of Homeland Security is now watching for potential threats nationwide. We will continue to follow the crisis in the Middle East for you. Look for updates on air, on KSDK.com, and on the 5 on Your Side app. Tonight, a security guard hurt in a gun battle with a customer is now in jail. It happened at a Ferguson Quick Trip. Take a look at this video now. Witnesses told police that a customer came in and got into an argument with the on-duty security officer after the customer was asked to show ID at the cash register. Witnesses say both the guard and the man pulled out guns and fired shots. The customer died on scene. Police say the security guard, Murray Adams, was saved by his bulletproof vest. He is charged with voluntary manslaughter and armed criminal action. Belleville police are questioning a person of interest tonight about a deadly shooting. It happened around noon at North 1st and West B Streets, just a block away from where a chili cook-off was happening. Someone opened fire several times, killing the victim on scene. Police took someone into custody at a house near the scene. People attending that chili cook-off could hear the gunfire. Police say the shooting was not related to that event. They don't believe people at the event were in danger. Well, right now, Metro Transit is continuing to deal with a cyber attack that's leaving some riders stranded. Tonight, we're getting a look at the impact it's having on people who rely on that service. 5 on Your Side's Diamond Palmer joins us in studio with a closer look. Diamond.
Good evening, Brent. Earlier this week, Metro Transit says its phone systems were cyber attacked, leaving customers who use their caller ride service without rides. This weekend, they're still dealing with this problem. And I spoke to one rider who wants better solutions in place when things like this happen.
I just gave up and just figured, well, I guess I'm not going anywhere today.
Annette Nowakowski says she's been using Metro caller ride services for over a decade. She's blind and relies on the transportation. Saturday morning, her ride was scheduled at 7:16 a.m.
I couldn't get through. I got this message that kept saying all the lines are busy. Please hold for the next available operator.
Nowakowski says she never got through. It happened on a day where she had plans to attend Festibility, an event in Forest Park celebrating disabilities. She says the same thing happened Monday. While she knows things are out of caller ride's control, she wants an alternative.
Use Uber or Lyft or some on-demand service, but, subsidize it in some way.
Nowakowski says the service requires riders to book 3 days in advance over the phone. On Monday, Metro Transit released a statement to report cyber attacks that froze ride systems. The statement read in part, the transit phone system and caller ride scheduling system are still down, as well as email. Later that day, the service said phones were slowly coming back, as well as the reservation systems for caller ride, and they would inform customers of any changes. Saturday, the transit service released another statement saying the cyber attack continues to impact phone services related to caller ride. Services won't be available today and tomorrow.
We want the public to know what's going on, and we really, really, really need public support to help us out with this problem.
In a statement released by Metro Transit today, it reads, the scheduling system used to reserve future caller ride trips is not currently accessible. We will keep our customers updated through the media and social media as the network systems are restored. Metro Transit went on to say Metro Link and Metro Bus will be operating on a normal weekend schedule today and tomorrow, but ticket vending machines will only accept cash until further notice.
Diamond Palmer reporting tonight. Diamond, thanks. Let's go ahead and take a live look at downtown St. Louis from our Skycam. We are in for yet another chilly night. Meteorologist Gary Frank now with the Weather First forecast. Gary, will some areas see frost tonight?
Yeah, a couple are possible. You know, we had similar issues this morning where it was nice and cool in those valley areas. It may dip down to the mid-30s, but for the most part in the city, you're not going to have to bring those plants in just yet. We still have a little bit left in terms of the growing season, but there are a few clouds that have settled in as part of our temperatures holding steady in the city. Low 50s now already. Mid-40s outside of the city, and it is going to cool down nicely over the next several hours. Speaking of the city, I mentioned you're in the 50s here. 53 right now at the airport, calm wind. It's very dry, and that's what you feel going outside. It feels more like fall. We're going to drop down to 43 in the city. I'll show you a few areas here coming up that are going to dip down to the mid to upper 30s, and then a little bit of brief warmth before things change once again. It's a very fall-like week with more rain chances ahead the rest of the week, Brett.